Judaism and Christianity have a teaching that are really two sides of the same coin. Both are great, both are necessary, but today I'm going to pick a favorite. Shalom, my friends. Yes, there is more common ground between Judaism and Christianity than there are differences. Clearly, we have theological differences, but in terms of our moral and ethical values, we're virtually identical. This particular teaching has to do with the biblical commandment to love your neighbor. And the Jewish teaching on this that I'm going to quote, it's not the only one, but a very famous one comes from a sage called Hillel. Hillel actually lived around the same time as Jesus of Nazareth. He was older than Jesus and died probably shortly after Jesus of Nazareth was born. Hillel's teaching, when he was asked, according to legend, to teach the entire Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, teach the entire Torah, then the Hebrew is a little ambiguous, al regel achat, frequently translated while standing on one foot, so make it quick. But it could also mean distilled down to a single principle. And Hillel's answer was, what is hateful to you, do not do to your neighbor. The rest is commentary. Now go learn the commentary. That's an important part. Hillel was very big on study. He didn't just say the rest is commentary. He said, go learn it. So for Hillel, love your neighbor meant not doing things to your neighbor that you wouldn't want your neighbor to do to you. It's a wonderful teaching. Jesus of Nazareth also taught what he believed it meant to love your neighbor. His teaching is what we know as the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. It's the other side of the coin on Hillel's teaching, in my opinion. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I think both are necessary. Both are very important. But if I had to pick a favorite, I would pick do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Does that shock you that a rabbi chose the Jesus version of the teaching as my favorite? It shouldn't. Jesus was a Jewish teacher and preacher, just like Hillel. Here is why I prefer the teaching do unto others as you would have them do unto you over what is hateful to you, do not do to your neighbor. Hillel was telling us to refrain from doing certain things. Whatever we don't like to be done to us, don't do it to other people. It's important. But Jesus of Nazareth is asking action from us. He is saying to actually do to your neighbor. Treat your neighbor the way you would want your neighbor to treat you. And for me, the more active approach to this powerful commandment of love your neighbor is, in fact, my favorite. Not that I don't love the Hillel teaching as well. They're not in conflict. As I said, they are two sides to the same coin. So that's where we'll leave it this week, my friends. I thank you for watching these videos, and if you'd like to make sure not to miss one, please subscribe to our growing YouTube channel. Just click on my face, which appears right over there. And if you'd like to see the last video I released, click on its icon, which appears right over there. As ever, until next time, Shabbat Shalom.